Wait, what? The New York Jets are being accused of tanking and losing on purpose? Interesting. We'll hear what an insider had to say about that and respond to all of it. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. And this is an interesting topic. The Jets have lost their last 3 games by 75 points. 75 points. They've been blown out by at least 20 points in 3 straight games. One NFL insider believes that isn't by accident. As a matter of fact, he believes it's on purpose, that the Jets are purposely losing games, that they've embraced the tank. Fascinating. We are also a day away. Tomorrow is, of course, Christmas Eve, 2 days away from Christmas. So, folks, without further ado, let's start off the show with this clip. This is from Jets Final Drive, an SNY digital TV product that is co-hosted by Connor Hughes of SNY and Zach Rosenblatt of The Athletic. And I have paired together two clips that happened during yesterday's show. And it just caught me, when I was listening to it, just sort of caught me off guard. So I wanted to put it all together so you guys could hear it, and then we could talk about it. We could debate about it. We could whatever about it. So this is, again, Connor Hughes and Zach Rosenblatt talking about the idea that the Jets are actually losing on purpose. Interesting. Let's go to the tape.
What I learned from this past game, Zach, and that is that the Jets are about as openly tanking as an NFL team can possibly tank. I mean, having a Tyrod Taylor and starting Brady Cook, like the way that they're sidelining Garrett Wilson for the rest of the year when you know he could probably still be out there, they are not trying to win football games right now, and I think that is obvious.
Yeah, I think the reaction, I would say, to the announcement that Brady Cook is starting next week was like, this is great news for our tank commander. They're calling Brady Cook Tank Commander Cook or something like that. So, yeah. Like they I mean, it was obvious when they traded those guys away. They were competitive for that like 5-game stretch where they won 3 out of 5. But I mean, this is a bad team, and they know what they are. The problem is, like, you're trying to lose. Like, it's very clear you're like not trying to win, I should say. But also, like, getting blown out is just not a way to rally support around the fan base. So it's like a really tough spot they're in right now, and I think there were people that were optimistic on Glenn after that like 5-game stretch, and I think it's getting a little foggier now. Like, it's harder to see the future being, anywhere, like the future that he envisions. It's hard to see it like it's like feels like it's in the distance. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, here's like the fascinating thing about the top 5 in the NFL draft is that the Giants, the Raiders, the Browns, the Titans, maybe not the Cardinals, but those 4 teams are all trying to win football games. Like from the New York Giants' perspective, right? They're right now slated to pick number 1 overall. They have players on the field that they're trying to win with. Mike Kafka is the interim head coach, and Charlie Bullen's the interim defensive coordinator. These guys are trying to justify their jobs to, look, they're not going to come back as head coaches and defensive coordinator next year. Like, Kafka might come back as offensive coordinator, but like, those are guys that are trying to show that they are deserving of the interim labels that they're deserving of getting the jobs that their interim labels they currently have under. Jackson Dart's out there trying to show he's a franchise quarterback. Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, like the Giants don't have all these guys on injured reserve. They're not sitting their starters to lose games like they did a season ago when they treated the finale against the Eagles like a preseason game. They're trying to win. We saw the Las Vegas Raiders almost pull a huge upset over the Houston Texans. They're starting Geno Smith. Like, Geno Smith's in his 30s. He's not trying to lose football games so the Raiders can draft his replacement. He's trying to win games. Pete Carroll is trying to win games. The Cleveland Browns are out there with Shedeur Sanders. They're trying to win. Kevin Stefanski is not trying to lose to hand the next head coach of the Browns the number 1 overall pick. These guys are all trying to win football games. They just can't because they're terrible. Then you have the Jets who are out there saying, yeah, you know what? Let's stick here with Brady Cook. You know what? Yeah, let's start feeding Isaiah Davis. You know, yeah, let's sit Garrett Wilson the rest of the way. Let's trade Quinn and Sauce Gardner. Let's do all these things because it's clearly that's not a focus for them. And it is a bummer because we've seen soft tanks before. We've seen the tanks that aren't real tanks. Like the closest one I can remember was the year before the Jets drafted Sam Darnold when they cut Eric Decker, they cut David Harris like right before the season. It was like, oh my God, they really have no intention of winning games. And you saw that roster, which shout out John Morton, now the offensive coordinator of the Lions. I actually thought he, along with LaFleur, were like the two best offensive coordinators the Jets have had in recent memory. The Jets are trying to lose, and I still don't know if there's enough that they can do to get up there to draft their guy organically.
Fascinating. Again, all that from Jets Final Drive. Connor Hughes, Zach Rosenblatt, SNY. I'm going to be honest. This is where I push back. They say that the Jets are losing on purpose and they're trying to tank. Look at the other teams in the top 5. They're not trying to lose games. They're trying to win, and they just happen to lose because they stink. The Jets, on the other hand, are trying to lose. And then Zach says, well, there's no sign or little signs of like, man, Jet fans are like, hey, this is reason to be optimistic. I'm going to be honest. If the Jets are tanking, that makes me feel a lot better. Why? Well, they're trying to lose and they're succeeding, right? I think Jared B, I think, had the comment at the beginning here. Let me make sure if I could get it back. Our moderator in the chat. That's giving the Jets too much credit. That's where I lean. That I don't think the Jets are tanking. I think they just stink and they're losing. That's what I think. I think, your defensive coordinator sucked for most of the year. You replace him too little, too late. Your quarterback play has been the worst quarterback play in the league. And even when Tyrod Taylor has started games this season, we saw in week 3, he can lose just like any other quarterback can lose. So I don't think the Jets are taking on purpose. But if they were tanking on purpose, I'd feel a lot better. Oh, thank God. They're not just losing because they stink. They're losing because they want to lose for the better draft pick. I could sleep a little easier at night if they were tanking on purpose. The fact that I believe they're actually trying to win these games, they're coming up with game plans, they're doing everything in their power to win, and they're not winning, that's where you're like, I see. So blessed be he. I hope Connor's right. I hope the Jets are openly, avidly tanking, because that would explain all this losing for the Jets. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the master plan. I hope that's right. By the way, we put up a poll on YouTube. Feel free to interact with it. The question is this: are the Jets tanking? Are the Jets losing games on purpose? Yes, it's clear as day. Or no, they just suck and we're just happening to lose games. That's just occurring because of our suckage. So make sure you guys vote on YouTube and let us know what you think. We'll have an article out later today. I was not able to finish the article before the show, so we'll have that out later today with all kinds of other gizmos and gadgets. But again, that would be a relief if the Jets are tanking because, oh, thank God, they are trying to lose these games and they're succeeding. I would also say this. While you look at the team on the other side, right, the New Orleans Saints, they're a team that stinks. They only have 5 wins, but they have sort of this momentum. The season's ending in a positive way. Let's be honest, folks, if we can. Okay? Let's just cut the baloney thin here. Okay? I say when we get to ends of seasons, what I try to rally you guys with is say, you know what, maybe we could get some momentum, right? You want to end, a season with some wins, and hopefully you bring that positivity to the next year. If we're being honest, games that you win at the end of one season have absolutely nothing to do with the following season. They don't. Let's be real, okay? We talk about momentum all the time. Ooh, the Jets could do this. Because think about this, right? Adam Gase. Let's go to Adam Gase for a second. He had 2 years with the Jets. In 2019, the Jets finished 7-9. They won 6 of their final 8 games that season. And by the way, I just remember this thing forever in my head. They're the second hottest team in football. Besides Baltimore Ravens, who went crazy at the end of 2019. They won 6 of their final 8. So they're, momentum. And then the next season, they went 2-14. Where was that momentum? Nowhere. Gonzo. Zip and pip. It didn't exist. So wins in the end of one season have nothing to do with the other season. Zero. Nothing. And to be honest, if we're playing our cards right, the Jets should be playing with a much different roster in 2026 than they're playing with 2025. How could random wins with random players that are not going to be here next year have anything to do with the winning that is of next year? By the way, quick detour. We have royalty in the chat. It's Jake Asman, baby, with the YouTube super chat. Let's hear from my daughter, Zuriah Luna.
Wow.
Member for 17 months. Thanks for the support. The leader of the Asmaniacs. Boy Green in the morning, as reliable as AG losing. Wow. Thank you. I saw some of your rants on ESPN New York. You got a lot of love, Jake, for your opening monologue on Aaron Glenn. I saw that on social media. So congratulations, good sir. Phone on for the Michael K show. Some Bart and Carlin today. It'll be Jake Asman and Bart Scott. So terrific. Congratulations to our ESPN New York personality and superstar resident, Jake Asman. Great to have him in the chat. Thank you, Jake. And happy holidays, buddy. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, so to me, I think what should be happening here and what is the most important for the New York Jets is this. I don't know if you're going to get these bursts of inspiration by what happens here against the New England Patriots at home or the Buffalo Bills on the road. Of course, if the Jets won either of those games, I'm sure that would be a nice skin on the wall for the New York Jets because they're 0-4 in the division in the AFC East. They have not won a divisional game. And I would love to win a divisional game. I know we're all the tank commander and tank this and take that, get the better pick. I would love for Aaron Glenn to take out and play spoiler to the New England Patriots. That would be wonderful. Or to the Buffalo Bills and try to disrupt what the hell they have going on. That'd be great for AG. But outside of that, I'm not really sure what can happen here from a wins and losses standpoint that's going to change the perspective of 1AG. What you hope for, and this is the thing to feel positive about at the end of one season that maybe could translate to a new season, is young players, right? How about this? And youngish players. This guy's young, but he's not like a rookie, like Jamian Sherwood. He looked terrible all season. Oh, God, we got to get rid of this guy. And then one game away from Steve Wilkes, immediately like, whoa, there's a Jamian Sherwood from last year. Was it Sherwood falling off a cliff immediately when he got paid? Or was it the shitty scheme? I don't know. Let's see if lightning can strike twice. Can Jamian Sherwood have another nice game here against the Patriots at home? I hope so. And then maybe that means the next defensive coordinator come in can save Sherwood. That would be huge because the Jets paid Jamian Sherwood a lot of money. A lot of money. And to just light all that on fire would be disappointing. So to see that turnaround would be positive. Of course, we all talk about the receivers. Adonai Mitchell, John Mechie III. Aaron Smith had a nice special teams tackle last week, which was cool. I mean, that's not bad, but I'm not drafting a fourth rounder to be a special teams ace. I'm not. But hopefully Aaron can get involved on offense. That would be nice. Hopefully Mason Taylor, we get a good positive AG update on Christmas Eve tomorrow on old Mason Taylor. Is he going to be okay? Is he going to be good from the neck injury? I'd love to see him the final 2 games of the season. He has a chance to have the most receptions of any Jets rookie tight end all time. He's 4 catches from tying that record, 5 catches from passing it. 2 games to go. That could happen. All right, that's some momentum I'd like to see, sure. And Brady Cook, the commander of the tank, apparently, our Lord Commander, okay? I think he could still show something to be a QB3 next year. That's okay. That's still in the ballpark, maybe. I don't know about QB2. Whoa. Based on some of this performance, I'm not sure about QB2, but maybe QB3. That might be okay. That might be okay for old Brady. He's had a lot of turnovers. 3 fumbles, 6 picks. Very short. He's got sacked 17 times in his 3 appearances. He is going to start, by the way, coming up this weekend, as you heard there in the Connor Hughes, Zach Rosenblatt conversation back and forth. Will be Brady Cook again. Immediately, Brady Cook. Very interesting from AG that he's just like, Brady Cook's the guy on a Monday. And then doesn't even wait for the Wednesday. Says, yeah, Brady's the guy. I don't got to check in on Tyrod Taylor. I don't got to check in on Justin Fields. It's Brady, which I guess leads to the people accusing of the tanking. That's coming up here, which I guess that's what's happening. So young players, that's the rally. That's the motivation. That's what you should be doing. Let's go back to our buddy Jake Asman. What's amazing about how bad the Jets have been is that they're never bad enough to actually get the number one pick in the last 30 years. That is pretty wild. Yeah. The number one pick they had was right, what was that, 1996? Am I getting my math right? Was that the season? I pull this up for Jets draft history real quick. I believe it was 96 off the top of my head was the number one pick. 96. Let me take a quick peek ski. Take a quick peek ski to make sure my math is correct. Yes, 1996. There you have it. That was the last number one pick. So just a little under 30 years ago, I guess. But that is crazy, right? They're a 3-win team right now. They are projected to lose to the Patriots at home. They're projected to lose to the Buffalo Bills on the road. And they'll be 3-14. Like 3-14. Wow, that's a pretty shitty record, right? Like 3-14. Like, oh boy. Like that's not good. But then you look at the latest Tankathon updates, all right? And the Jets have a 539 winning percentage, which would beat out the Raiders if we're tied, but it's a lot closer now. It's only a 0.004 difference between the Raiders and Jets in strength of schedule. But the Browns beat the Jets strength of schedule. The Giants currently beat the Jets strength of schedule. That can change to the final 2 weeks. But to Jake's point, if all of these teams have the same record, Jets, Browns, Raiders, Giants, the Jets could only move up to 3. And they're 3-14. Like, that's a shitty season. That's absolutely awful. It's terrible. And yet, they could still be picking 4 or 3. That's wild. Absolutely wild. The good news is Raiders and Giants play each other this week. We are massive Raider fans. We want the Raiders to beat the Giants for twofold. One, the Jets would love to leapfrog the Raiders. Currently, that would be the case. Again, strength of schedule can change over the final 2 games of the season. So you do want that to happen, where the Jets could pass the Raiders. And if someone's going to have the number 1 overall pick and it's not you, well, all right, I'd rather be conversating with the New York Giants than the Raiders. Raiders could take Mendoza. I doubt the Giants are just going to hit the eject button on Jackson Dart and go, Fernando Mendoza. That would be surprising. I don't think that's going to happen. So if we have a path, we being the Jets, still have a path to the number 1 overall pick. It is possible the Raiders could beat the Giants, or the Giants could beat the Raiders, or the Raiders could beat the Chiefs. Like, there's all these combination of things that happen. The right team wins, loses, boop, 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 and then the Jets could leapfrog. So it is possible, right? So Giants play the Cowboys in the regular season finale. They could totally win that one. So they could lose the Raiders and win the Cowboys one, or vice versa. Raiders could beat the Giants, then lose to the Chiefs. Chiefs beat that. There's all the A plus B equals C. There's all these equations. It's above my pay grade, quite frankly. But yes, it is crazy that with all this, like, right, a 2-14 year, right? The Jets have lost 14 games in their history twice. The 1-15 season that gave them the number 1 overall pick in 1996, and then the 2-14 season of Adam Gase in the 2020 year, which, by the way, was the first year I started this YouTube channel. So God bless. Thank you, Adam Gase. What a introduction to the YouTube digital space. That is true. And they've had it twice. And one of those was the number 1 overall pick. The other was 2. And 2 was Zach Wilson. We'll see how this year turns out. But yeah, so continue to vote on the YouTube poll, everybody. Continue to vote. Also, everybody, 3Sib says no path to number 1. Not true. The Jets have an 8% chance of getting the number 1 overall pick. That's legitimate. That is a clear opportunity. 3Sib saying Browns are not winning. They nearly upset the Buffalo Bills. What in God's green earth are you talking about? I'm not saying they are going to win, but they can win. Obviously, they almost beat the Bills and probably should have beaten the Bills, if we're being quite frank. But that's neither here nor there. Let's give a quick shout out, folks. You only have a couple days left for our raffle this month. Obviously, every raffle ticket you submit until December 31st, which is next Wednesday night, not tomorrow night, next Wednesday night, is your final chance to submit raffle tickets for this month. And here are some of the prizes. All right, we got the old Jet Santa Funko Pop. Yeah, festive. Sure. We have that cooking. We've got our Nick Mangold tribute shirt. Give a big shout out to the legend himself, Nick Mangold, baby, of course. Yes, some Nick Mangold action. There you go, right there on your screen. The Nick Mangold tribute shirt, beautiful. And we'll also give you the Boy Green Woody tailgate package as well. The Boy Green Woody tailgate package. That'll all be a part of it. We'll give that away on January 1st. And look at this. Immediately, memberships are flying in. MFC, baby, let's go. Your total mother effing chew for this month, which is terrific. Keep those raffle tickets flying. Let's see if we could get a party going. We will have Boy Green Daily every single day this week. That includes Christmas morning, folks. So if any of you join me for that, we can share some festive holiday cheer. And then I'll go open Christmas presents with the kiddos and all that jazz. So, yes, we will be available on Christmas morning as well. That's a part of the shtick. We're here every single day here on the channel, which is an absolute treat, which is great. So make sure you guys like the video on YouTube. That's a free way to contribute. Feel free to do so. By the way, MFC's membership just went to K-Brock. Let's welcome K-Brock back to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Good to see you in there, pal. All right. Very nice. Thank you, MFC. Mother effing chew. Given a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Excellent. Hey, our number one Austrian Jets fan, baby, getting involved. 27 raffle tickets for our number one Austrian Jet fan, baby. Absolutely excellent news. Excellent. Nice. Johnny Boy, of course, is number one in our raffle ticket numbers from all of your guys' gifting, which was very nice. Thank you guys for doing that. Johnny really appreciated that. He texted me, and that was very nice. That membership went to Lee Van. Lee Van, welcome back. It's a lot of reunions happening here. A lot of reunions. Okay, Lee Van back. Hey, Brock back. All right. Nice. Beautiful. NC Green. Let's get this super chat coming through here. NC Green. Zariah Luna.
Wow.
Yes, this is true. An NC Green super chat. Jets play teams 23-7 record. Their strength of schedule will jump. Yes, it will. They do play, obviously, the Patriots and Bills, who have impressive records, nonetheless. And there's all these rooting. Again, it goes beyond my pay grade to be able to keep up with all that. Shout out to the folks over at JetsXFactor.com. They do a marvelous job with this of, hey, like, apparently the Colts beating the 49ers beating the Colts last night helped the Jets' strength of schedule against the Giants, but it hurt their strength of schedule against the Raiders. So, again, my brain's going to pop like a zit because I can't quite understand all these machinations of this, that, or the other and what this means. But that's good for the Raiders, but bad for the Giants, but good for the Jets, but the bad for the... It's confusing as all hell. But way smarter people than me, which isn't setting the bar very high. I'm an idiot. But for the people that are way smarter than me, tune into the Jets X Factor stuff. They're keeping track of the SOS strength of schedule for all these different teams and the cumulative records of the opponents that they've played and how it compares to everybody. So they have all the math involved. But yes, the math is it will be difficult for the Jets, but not impossible. Again, an 8% chance. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, for the teams, like the Cardinals have a 0.1% chance. Okay, if you want to, that's not a realistic. 8%, that's a very realistic number. So we can agree to disagree in the audience, and apparently that's what we're going to do, which, by the way, is totally fine. That's totally fine. We can disagree. As a matter of fact, I encourage disagreement on this program. That's good. That brings us to a better place. By the way, NC Green, with your previous Super Chat combinations, you're up to 12 raffle tickets, my good sir. 12 raffle tickets. We'll be opening up the phone lines a little bit early here on the program because what's going to happen here with the holiday week. So you guys are going to get me every day, whether you want it or not. So Boy Green Daily will keep being every morning at 7:30. However, a lot of the other shows that you may enjoy for MC Show Digital that I do on my other YouTube channel, we're cranking in. We're trying to punch in most of the content yesterday and today. So I will be pulled in a lot of directions today. We will have Boy Green Meets Woody. That's coming up at 3 o'clock. Taylor Kyles, Patriots beat reporter, will be joining us at 3 o'clock for some holiday festive cheer. We'll do a third-party Tuesday, and then me and Woody would do a special Christmas episode on Christmas. You guys can tune into that on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Excuse me. So we have all that cooking. Long story short. So I'll be pulled in a lot of directions today. So Boy Green Daily will not be the multi-hour affair it normally is. or sometimes is rather. It'll be a shorter episode. So I'll open up the phone lines early here. We'll try to get some of your phone calls in. Again, this is Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. We have 300 people in the room. God bless. Thank you to the 300 that are joining us currently. Also, shout out to people that watch after the fact. Hey, we see you. Audio only listeners, we see you. Facebook Live listeners, sure. Anyone that's over there? Anyone? Maybe? Okay, Twitter, YouTube. But if you're on YouTube, hit that like button. That's a free way to contribute, baby. We just hit 8,220 subscribers yesterday, baby. Pretty friggin' cool as we continue to climb and inch our way to 10,000 subs. So, folks, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. This is New York Jets content every single day here on the channel. It's pretty cool. We'll hit a hep timeout, and your phone calls are next here on the show.
1, 2, 3. Boy Green, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. Everyone,
J-E-T-S, Jets.
Boy Green, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go!
Let's go, people. The phone lines are open. That is youtube.com/boygreen25. It's a pinned comment on YouTube. If you'd like to call into the program, feel free to do so. Get your participation trophy for the day, and happy holidays to you and yours. We'll keep coming to you every friggin' day here on the Bleepin' channel, which is a lot of fun. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, keep getting those raffle tickets in. We'll be giving that away on New Year's, January 1st. Beautiful. All right, to the phone lines. Up first, Hep.
Hey, Paul. Hey, fellas. Jake had an interesting take yesterday on as far as the losing that Glenn has done, and
Okay.
that they don't really make it. They like those coaches that have lost this much in their rookie
Oh,
season.
yes. I heard that on social media. Yes, his thing from ESPN Radio. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm a little nervous about that because I hate to have buy the quarterback with this coach, and then next year he's fired, and then it's shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there is one outlier, I think, or one or two that over the whole history of the NFL that have actually succeeded. So the odds are stacked against him. I'm a little nervous too about. He is a little bit of. I don't know how to put it. He's confident where he doesn't have the means to be confident. You know what I mean? He doesn't back it up. I don't know. I always like AG, but I am nervous about as far as knowing when he's wrong and admitting he's wrong and saying okay, we screwed that up. I fucked up. You know what I mean? I want to see more of that. I don't know. What do you think? You think he's got it or?
Yeah. So first off, for people that didn't see Jake's rant, and I hope rant doesn't have a negative connotation. I mean it in a good way. If that's how it comes off to anybody. But his opening monologue on ESPN Radio, and I believe he put it out as a short as well. So if people want to check it out in that form or fashion, but essentially the stat he was referencing is coaches that start 0-6 or worse. The odds are stacked against you to then turn it around and suddenly have all this success. Yeah. And so there's been a few outliers in history, and I saw Rich did a column many months ago when the Jets were in the middle of this unbelievable losing of 0-7 and said, hey, it's been mostly bad, but there's a Hall of Famer here, a Hall of Famer here, a crazy guy here. You're like, oh, okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah. Those are some damning numbers. So well on Jake to have those ready. Here's the thing, and I don't know if this is just a positive thing or not. I think that for Aaron Glenn, the big thing is next year you can't be 3-14. if you're 3-14 again, now we're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
what happened here? Because what I anticipate, so AG's not going anywhere this year. He is 100% keeping his job going into year 2. But he's going to, I assume, have fingerprints all over this roster. They're going to have a full free agency period. They're obviously going to have the draft. He's going to have a chance to add all kinds of guys in his vision. And there was sort of a sneaky answer from AG during his Monday presser because a reporter asked, hey, speaking of the Patriots who you play this week, can you take anything from them? Vrabel was a first-year coach with the Patriots. Obviously, he had been a head coach previously. He was a first-year coach, free agency, this, that, or the other. Could you, the Jets, take anything from them and apply it to yourself? And AG said, well, yeah, you could say that about the Patriots or any of these coaches that are having success. And then he said, the thing I like about Vrabel is that he got who he wanted on the staff. And that was sort of like, interesting. Like, so AG, this defensive coordinator hire sounds pretty important. Was important anyway, but super important when you hear that. And then free agency, he was just talking about what the Patriots did. It seems to indicate what the Jets could do of spending money, filling holes, and making sure that they get sort of this dopamine rush of wins, like immediacy. Because really, I think what Jet fans, of course, we want the playoff draft to be over as soon as possible, but of being more competitive and games actually mattering. Because even if you go back to Adam Gase's first year where they were 7-9 on the surface, 7-9, oh, that's the competitive we're looking for. But they started like 0-6 or whatever it was. It was terrible. And they won 6 of their final 8. So it was already over. So it's not like they were playing meaningful games late. They just won a bunch of games to make the record more respectable. So what we need for the Jets is to have, I don't want to say the opposite, but like they're 5-5, they're 6-6, and now we're reaching forks of the road, and it can either go this way or this way. So
we're in the conversation at least.
Correct. And the thing that, again, on this AG thing that gives me some level of optimism is I'm all in on AG. I think you have to be all in or all out. I think when you're half and half, that's where shit can hit. So 2026, I'm all in for AG. If he has a 3-14 year and the Jets decide to move on, they should be an incredibly attractive landing spot with 3 first-round picks in 2027, depending on what.
Sure. I didn't think of that. Right.
And the cap space, right? Right now, the Jets are scheduled to have $212 million in cap space in 2027. That's by far number 1 in the National Football League. So you're going to have money. You're going to have draft picks. If he stinks, I hope not. I want AG to be the guy. I want to keep and playing musical chairs. So I think, and this feeds probably into some of Jake's other takes, and he is very aggressive about getting your quarterback right now in 2026. Because AG, don't fuck around and assume you have 2027. Get your quarterback right now, show promise, and that's a great way to have ownership keep you around. You draft, let's say it's Fernando Mendoza, and he shows he eventually gets on the field, and he shows some pops. AG's like, hey, pops, you want more? Keep me. And then, everything goes from there. But Jake's numbers are alarming. I can't hide from that.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Hep, and happy holidays to you and Mrs. Hep and the rest of the Hep clan. Happy holidays to all of you out there. No, it's a very compelling, passionate. Jake's really good at his job as a radio host and content creator. He had a very compelling monologue about the AG stuff, and that it would be an outlier if he turns it around. There have not been many coaches that have been able to turn around since that point. I like the cut of AG's jib. I like the cut of his jib. And in terms of the admitting mistakes, Hep says he wants to see more of that. I think Steve Wilkes is a good one. Now, obviously, we have to say 2 things in the same breath, right? AG gets credit for realizing, wow, the Steve Wilkes guy sucks and I got to move on. But he also has to get the blame for hiring Steve Wilkes in the first place. So I'm not absolving AG of blame. He deserves blame for getting it wrong. He deserves blame for getting Justin Fields wrong, even though I don't know what the better option was out there in the market. We've debated that for months. So Muji has proven that same thing of admitting mistakes, right? Oh boy, we don't have a defensive tackle. Boom, Juwan Briggs looks really good. He's got like 4 or 5 sacks this year. Very nice. Harrison Phillips looks like a nice veteran for what he was this year, and then maybe next year as well. Great. So Muji and Glenn have been willing to admit mistakes so far, but again, it's all about the quarterback development. I see Jake Klein. He's in our comment section every day, so thank you, Jake. The other Jake. That probably sounds offensive, but hopefully you don't take any offense, other Jake. But the quarterback plan for the Jets. Are they going to hire a new member to the staff? Because Charlie London does not inspire confidence. Tanner Engstrand is just a young guppy. Who else is going to be hired in that room that's got some gravitas, that's got some balls? Ah, wow, this guy's developed quarterbacks before. I think that's what they're looking for some balls. Some balls. We'll see if they can hire someone with some balls. We'll see. But good thought. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Philly Noodles.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, here's someone with some balls. What's up, Philly?
Yeah, I got a set. I'm going to use them, bro. We're going to talk it out.
That's what I'm talking
listen, I say good morning, and I want to ask, can you take me full screen?
Full screen? Oh, yeah, baby. It's all yours.
Okay. I'm going to do something real quick here. Facing, bro. Okay. See, we're going to get through this really fast as possible. It's a shorter show today, right? So here we go.
Yeah.
Let's just start with no tank theory versus tank.
Okay, well, real quick before you start, you take your time with this. I don't want you to rush this. Take your time. We got time.
Okay. So let's start with Fields, right? So let's just start. I could have put staff first. I thought about it last. Really, it is the first thing because the biggest thing to remember is we brought in rookie everything, correct? Except for Wilkes. So that's your first outlier of which way the team was going to go. Clearly, the vision to Mr. What's his face? Mr. Johnson was, hey, dude, I'm going to take some time here. You got to give me the time to build this team out. I got to do it like Parcells did. Whatever the hell he explained to him, he got what he wanted. So the biggest, to me, the most looming thing the entire time was his press releases when talking to the media and his evaluation of the team before, during, and after the season. This, in the beginning, was what? Hey, we're here to win now. So when you did that, you can come down here and you can give yourself the no tank theory would have been keeping AR. That's why it's on a positive side to no tank.
Yep.
It would have been a tank if you got rid of him. So it was a negative. They got rid of him. There was your negative.
Okay.
So check to a tanking theory.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to Fields. This was a pro, or it could have went both sides. To me, it still went tanking because he has never been a playoff contending quarterback.
Correct.
So you didn't care if you tanked.
Yep.
Then we go to Steve Wilkes. You brought in a guy who's been fired about 1,000 times, and you wanted to give him another chance, throw a dog a bone. It did not work out. In reality, it's not to say he was a terrible dude, but he also walked into organizations. He's been a head coach. He's had his chance to do whatever he wanted, and it still failed on him. Then he got an inherited team from Saleh and D'Amico Ryans, who has proven to be a good coach. Am I correct?
Yeah, I like D'Amico.
Yeah. And he had the defense humming. He went to the Super Bowl with them, lost it, and then they fired him the next day.
Yep.
So in theory, when you got rid of this coordinator, you didn't care if his method was going to work this week or not. You didn't care if you were going to tank.
Okay.
Then we go to the wide receiver room. We thought this was one of the biggest flaws, and it still was. We went to correct it with trades late, but we're not taking care of it early. You didn't care if you tanked.
There you go. All right.
Then we're going to go to AR. We already, I think, checked that off.
Yep.
So let's cross this shit off.
Yep. Sure.
Then we go to the trades. Now, the trades have been on both sides. You can call it a no tank situation because of what we did. What we do? We got Briggs, Harrison, Phillips.
Sure.
Mr. Losing Brownlee.
Yeah. Jarvis Brownlee, the receivers. Right. Yeah. Sure.
Correct.
Okay.
But it's a negative when you got rid of the two best guys on the team, correct?
That's true.
That's a pro tank.
Yeah.
So let's get rid of that. So then your staff. That was another looming situation. I'm bringing in rookie staff. So whatever's going to happen, if we shit the bed, we then trade as a positive to circum whatever could happen during the season, saying, hey, we didn't have the right quarterback. We need to blow this up. So even if you start losing, you blow it up, you get 5 first-round picks. That's leaning towards it. I don't give a shit if we tank. So for my calculations, I'm 6-1 on reasons to tank and not give a shit because I brought in a rookie staff. When you brought a rookie staff and you brought in a dude that has never been a coach before and an offensive coordinator, you're only telling yourself, we don't care what happens because I got a big major deal. I got 4 or 5 seasons out. So I thought with Mr. Woody Johnson, because I'm Aaron Glenn. His problem has been his mouth in his evaluations of the team and the way he talked. And I think if he would have been more easy with the pressers, it would have laid, I don't say it would have laid credence to him being, forgiven, but it would have been like, all right, we see what he's trying to get done. You don't come in, say, and come with this bravado and come with all this nonsense. You can do that in Detroit because you know what? The team was so bad and no one gives a fuck, and it's Detroit. But when you're doing that in New York market, so much he knew so much of New York, he should have known I can't raise my voice, talk all this nonsense because they're going to come after me eventually. And to be honest with you, if he starts the season taking a big old crap on the season again next year, come on, you can't really keep your job at that point. Don't matter who it is.
Right.
But the scariest thing is, we always forget something that happened at the beginning of the season and on the offseason. We hired a team to help us decide all these factors. So the 33rd team is as much as a problem to this situation that occurred. I don't care what anybody thinks. How did they evaluate him being the best option? You know what I'm saying? I think Woody went into reality telling them, listen, I know you're the 33rd team. I'm hiring you guys to help me, but, we need a quarterback. So I don't care who you bring in here. We don't even have one. You had AR. I don't know. Maybe he was pissed at AR or some shit. I don't know. Something makes me think that Woody was just mad at AR, the whole scenario that occurred. He wanted him out. And as soon as you kicked him out, you did punt some scenario of making the playoffs, without a doubt. So in the end, it is what it is. We are where we are. Wide receiver room was never corrected. They tried to at the end of the season. No Garrett Wilson and no Vera Tucker, who I assume from reading your article they may try to bring back.
Yeah, they could. Hey, by the way, you have a new nickname in the chat. They're calling you Philly Doodles. Philly Doodles.
Yes, I like it.
Okay, so that could be a new nickname of sorts. I see. Philly Doodles is getting a lot of love out there in the comment section. It could have been Havmo and the I can't see who was the originator there, but Havmo, appreciate it for Philly Doodles. So, Doctor, is your official diagnosis right? Because the poll was Connor Hughes makes this compelling thing, and Zach Roseblatt chimes in that they believe that all these other teams in the top 5 are. Yep, let's go full screen here. Let's go, Doctor.
We're going to diagnose. We're tanking at this point, and we've been probably since week 8, maybe 7.
Yeah, the trade deadline. Yeah, right. So week 8. Yep.
So it's okay, guys. Listen, Hendon Hooker will relieve Brady Cook either last game or halfway through this game coming up.
Okay.
Because he's going to shit the bed again. And someone released a stat stating that he was the worst quarterback out of all qualified quarterbacks.
I saw that
with pressure rate. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
He was undrafted for a reason, and so was Adrian Martinez. So we don't care about Adrian Martinez, and we don't care about Brady Cook, and we just about don't care about Hendon Hooker, who had a better stellar college career, who is still yet to throw a football in the NFL.
Was amazing. Yeah. He's only done it actually 9 times in the NFL. He's 6 of 9. He's gotten a few random relief appearances for Detroit, but obviously not legitimate opportunities. Doctors, okay, you've diagnosed that tanking clearly occurred here, but what we have not determined, perhaps, right move, wrong move for the Jets to just light this entire year on fire and whatever could come with all these draft picks and money and everything else. Was this the right call by the organization, AG and Mooj?
Well, I mean, if anyone wants to think of something in light, and just, it's obvious. Do you think they've cared the past 14 seasons enough? Tell yourself that.
Only once. I guess I'll call it twice. 2015, they went all in to try to do it. It failed. Got close, but failed. But which only made it more painful. And then I would say the year after, so they went to 2 straight AFC Championship games, and the year after was the Victor Cruz craziness in that Jets-Giants game around Christmas. And that they were hanging about, they're like 8-5 or something, and then they lost their final 3, went 8-8, and then it all lit on fire. So I think twice were super serious. The other ones are like, eh.
So to me, Woody gave Saleh and Douglas a shot. He said, "Oh, you're doing the Aaron Rodgers thing? All right, whatever." Because he's got okay shit, right? In the end, he's going to spend money.
Yeah.
So he told them, "Do it." It didn't work. He said, "I don't care if it gets blown up." Clearly, you wouldn't. Come on, the 33rd team wouldn't even tell him to go ahead and grab Aaron Glenn. If to me, you would have never taken Aaron Glenn as your coach if you knew you weren't worried if a tank occurred or not. You still have seats being sold. We're still buying merch. We're still watching on TV. Ad revenues are there. the money talks. This is a business, everybody. I hate to say that as a fan, as a diehard fan. I hate to say it. It is the actual truth. It's a business, man, and you can't knock the hustle. If he can give you shit product, and we still are talking about it this morning on BG's great channel, it lets you know we ain't going nowhere. So, yeah, listen, we just hope this all comes up on the other side the right way.
Yeah.
You know, greener pastures. Hopefully, they're changing that field, right? What is it, 2027?
Yeah, that's right.
For the World Cup?
Yep. The World Cup, it's coming up, so that will be green grass temporarily, at least.
That was the biggest change that Woody has done properly. So let's take that as a grain of salt and run with that, because I can't see anything else being different than what it has been. It is what it is, man. Whether or not we finish third, fourth, second, we're not going to finish first. And at worst, finishing last.
And just quick correction, Jets Worldwide 2026. I thought it was coming up. It's coming up in a couple of months. So the World Cup's going to be here. So 2026 is that that grass coming in.
Maybe that grass is the greener grass that we have been waiting for. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You put quarterbacks on there. You put a rookie quarterback, and he's touching real grass. He looks like an earthy guy. I feel like he would pick up some grass.
Like that. It's a word that doesn't get enough play. I like earthy.
He's a man of the earth. He's a man of the soil. He's a man of Jesus and pride in God. I'm pretty sure that kid, if he comes in, he's starting week 6, 7, 8, and listen, Glenn, I think what's your number on whether he's questionable to be fired next season? He's got to win at least, if we pull out 3, he's got to win at least 5 next season.
By the way, real quick, Mark Sacchetti says that the grass will be only for the World Cup, and then the grass will be removed.
Oh, that's fucking great.
So they won't be keeping it. They're just flirting with us, and then taking it away. But on Aaron Glenn on wins next season, things I would have to see. So again, Woody had never fired a coach midseason until Saleh in his entire 25 years of ownership. That has never happened before. So I imagine he doesn't want to do that again. So I would probably say, if I had to just pick a number out of a hat, and maybe this is going to be unfair, but 7 wins, because 6 feels too close to the 4, 5, 6 we've been doing. 7 feels remotely competitive at 7 and 10, even if it may not be. So yeah, I guess 7 is the line in the sand I would draw. But it also depends. We don't know who the fuck our quarterback's going to be. Is it going to be a rookie? Is it going to be a veteran? Is it both? What chess moves they make in the offseason will determine, right? Because if they have Gardner Minshew's ACL just exploded, but if they had like a Gardner Minshew, I'm like, what were my expectations supposed to be here for this? If it's someone like that, if it's someone they swing big like I know everyone hates Kyler Murray's guts, but if it was like Kyler Murray or like someone who had some fucking some whatever answer the I was trying to think answer the pants or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't think of it, but some weight to him. Like, oh wow, that's an impressive resume. Whoever that is, that would do something for me. But yeah. So I guess if I had to draw a line in the sand, I hadn't really thought about it, but 7 wins. Yeah.
7. Okay. I think he keeps his job with 5 wins. As inevitable. Yeah, I think so. Look what he just accepted this year. There's no way I'm not saying there's no team that's done it before. The Broncos did it. Rookie head coach Jaguars just did it. I mean, with a better quarterback play, obviously. Vrabel did it, better quarterback play, obviously. But I'm just saying you can do it. It's not like it can't be done. Obviously, that's why we're at odds as fans, because we're seeing it being done in the league, and it just won't happen with us.
Correct.
That's the talent evaluation. But to me, if Moogie helped select Knicks, you should feel good with who he is going to possibly bring if they go rookie. I think you still call Cincinnati. You offer 4 first for Burrow. I think it's going to happen. Excuse me. I don't know if I care. I want them to do it or not. I'm just saying I think that's what would happen. You make the phone call.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, we're getting a super chat here. A super chat on the program.
Wow.
That's still image.
Professor Philly from NC Green. So Philly Doodles, Professor Philly. Wow, there you go. That is your image of Professor Philly going to town here. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't know, bro. I think the 4 for Burrow, if it doesn't occur, you move
Okay.
forward. You go through the draft. You're obviously going to use 2 or 3 to go get Mendoza. I say obviously because I think it's just probably the route that the team would go. And if they don't, sure, you strike next year if you can land something with 3, and then pick 2 this year, whichever route they go. But if you don't, Marcus Mariota to me is the only quarterback worthy of saying, "Hey, we'll start you as a backup." You know what I mean?
Your boy Havmo saying, what you talking about, Malik Willis?
I don't think they let him go. I think that would be obviously retarded if they let him go.
Is he a free agent? Is that,
I think so, but I
let me
don't think
see.
they would let him go.
Oh, but if they can't franchise tag him. Like if he's a free agent, they got Jordan Love, so he would have.
Yeah, I don't think you don't re-sign him though. Who do you bring in then if you don't bring him back? They need a backup. Clearly, Love is always hurt.
He is a free agent. They do, but if I'm Malik, don't I want to go start somewhere if I have that opportunity?
You want to come start at New York after seeing what happened to Fields?
Well, I don't know if it's New York. I don't know who else would be interested. I just know a lot of people were buzzing about it over the weekend because Malik had to step in for Jordan, and they went, "Oh, this Malik guy's got something." So if he's set to be a free agent, I just checked he is. So he is going to be a free agent in a couple of months. Sure, the Packers are like, "Hey, man, we'll pay you good. We love having you here." Or he has an opportunity to be a full-time starter, which, to be honest, he really never has. No. He filled in a little for Jordan Love during every time he's been hurt. And then he had some opportunities in Tennessee, but not many in between Will Levis and all these other casts that were there. So maybe he does want a crack at the starting apple.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about it, though. But
I'm not sold on
either.
That. I'd rather Marcus Mariota. I mean, the guy's he's an accomplished starter. He's not like he's done some things.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, why not? But I would take Marcus Mariota. If you don't draft a QB, or either or, excuse me, whether you draft or not. Marcus Mariota, he's got the similar build. His legs were way better in college, but his diminished leg play now would help out a Mendoza for sure, I think. I hope they do not shake the Cousins tree, and I don't think they're going to because they need, a quarterback still over there. So
that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. That was my take on that. I thought I'd write it down like that, so we got to get
we got to keep that moving forward now. That's got to be the way that you explain everything to us. Again, Professor Philly or Philly Doodles. Either way, that was captivating. That was good stuff.
I might bring one of these home in that marker and just keep.
Oh yeah, please do. Yeah, we got to keep that rolling. That's spectacular. Wow. Thank you, Philly.
Yes, sir.
All right, happy holidays. Philly Doodles joining us. That was that, folks. I don't know if you realize that, but that was just a seismic moment in Boy Green daily history. Look at this. Shout out to Snowball for cutting this up and getting this real quick. There's Philly Noodles. That was so gosh darn compelling. Whether you agreed or disagreed, it was incredibly compelling. Breaking it down, very logical, very rational. Hey, man, here are the things up. All right, here's the taken side. Here's the non-taken side. All right, well, what about coaching staff? Whoop, put this here, put this here. Trades, here. It was just compelling. There was a case. There was some thought behind this. Captivating. I like that. I respect it. 100%. James Kennedy going, great stuff, Philly. 100%. He put in some work, man. Sometimes people just call and talk about whatever randomly happens, and those calls are cool too. I don't judge. But, man, to put that level of effort, that level of work in was spectacular. 2 days from Christmas. Phil, you've set the bar, my friend. You have set the bar. I like it. I like it a lot. Now we're going to have this picture forever here, which is great. Philly Doodles. Professor Philly Doodles. Maybe we could combine the names. I'm not sure if that's too much, but Professor Philly Doodles. Fascinating. Let's get a quick update on the poll. We put it out there in the universe. It is 50-50. Are the Jets tanking? Are the Jets losing games on purpose? 50% of you say yes. 50% of you say no. They're just losing because they suck. Another 50% of you saying no. It's pretty clear as day. They are tanking. Interesting. Indy says, very John Madden-like. Well, let me tell you, the turducken and then the over here and the over there. Fascinating. Yeah, could get a Madden reference. Yes, the turducken, the telestrator to here, and then yeah, that's fascinating. Good stuff. Fascinating. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. Up next is Mr. Famous Fulton. You're on the
Good
program.
morning, Paul. How are you this morning?
Oh, tip of the cap. Happy holidays, Mr. Famous Fulton.
Yeah, same to you. Anything new I have on today?
Yeah, it looks like a nice new jacket. Whoa.
It's
with a lot of
a
buttons.
new blue. It's like it's a new
Let me
black
see this.
jean jacket.
Okay, wow. Yeah, let me get a look at this. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is nice. It looks very warm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, an
Yep,
early
it's the
Christmas
new-
gift?
Yep, my girlfriend got me that for Christmas. So
Ah, nice. Congratulations. Nice. That's a
thank
nice
you.
gift. Okay,
Yeah,
what'd you get
thank
her?
you. I got her. I got her purse. It's one of those like those silver and gold purse.
Silver and gold. Yep, I got
Yeah.
you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh, is that your Christmas tree back there?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's get a look at that. Let's get a,
Yep.
get a look
Let
at your
me
Christmas tree.
turn that on real quick so I can
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. All right.
show you how it's done. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, please.
Yep. Just a second.
Okay. Yep. No worries. Let's get the full Monty here. Yeah.
I gotta
sure.
turn this
No,
off.
no,
for a
you can
second.
put us down. Put us down. Yeah. You go to town on your Christmas tree. Get it in proper form before you show it to us. Yeah. Terrific. My gut says, I sort of just got a passing glance at the tree there. My assumption would be real, but we'll see in a second. My gut tells me real. I'm going to be honest. Me personally, real quick, as Mr. Famous Fulton is getting his tree all propped up here. I'm a fake tree kind of guy. I don't want a real tree. It seems like it's a big hassle. The pine, the sap. It seems like a whole big shish. You got to water it. Like what in the world? And then you got to get rid of it, and then get a new tree the next year. That just sounds incredibly inconvenient. So I am a fake tree guy myself. But hey, I don't judge. But I'm a fake tree guy myself. But hey, different strokes, different folks. It was a big point of contention between me and my wonderful fiance. She's been a real tree person forever. I was a fake tree guy. And yeah, went back and forth for some time. And 100% went back and forth for some time as Mr. Famous Fulton continues to work on that tree. Marxist Shetty says they smell so good though. That is nice, but can't you get like the tree smell in a can? Can't you kind of replicate that? Is that possible? That's something else to factor in here. Oh, are we ready there, Mr. Famous Fulton?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, let me go full screen. Here we go. Let's see it, baby.
All right, hold on 1 second. I gotta
Of course. Yeah, sure.
flip my camera around.
All right.
So you can see it.
Okay.
All right, here it is.
All right, here we go, baby.
This is the new Christmas tree, and if you guys like it.
Do I have a drum roll here? Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. Pow! Wow. Okay, Mr. Famous Fulton, this is is this a real tree or a fake tree?
It's a real tree.
Okay, see, that was my gut. My gut told me it was a real tree. This is a beautiful tree. Look at all those wonderful ornaments. Can you take a step back, Mr. Famous Fulton? Let me
I can
get the full
take
tree in the shot. Yeah. Can we get the full? Wow, that's a big tree. Nice. Oh wow, that's a sizable tree right there. That's nice. Hopefully Mr. Famous Fulton's phone wasn't just plugged in. It just got unplugged. Oh boy, something just went wrong. I mean, we did see a beautiful tree. I mean, that is a wonderful Christmas tree. So yes, very nice. Yes, but something just happened. I think he might have just tripped over a cord. Yeah, the drum roll was more bongos. So yeah, what they have here, but not quite the drum roll I was going for, but that was the sound we had available. So I see. By the way, real quick, as Mr. Famous Fulton's figuring out that cord plugged in, I love that. I would just take me full screen, Summerall. That's good. Jets were wired one step out of Wi-Fi range. Yeah, just cut out, went whoop, and just yanked him, unfortunately. So sorry, Mr. Famous Fulton, for that. Reese says water at every hour. Hell no. Again, I'm on the fake tree train. Fake tree train. Thank you very much. Oh, wait, we're back. Here we go. Mr. Famous Fulton, we got you back here. Wait. Okay. Here we go. There it is. Back to full screen. Here we go. Nice, Mr.
Sorry
Famous
about
Fulton.
that. I don't know what
No,
happened today. So
no. That's all right. That's a beautiful tree you have there. Very beautiful. Nice.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
And then
All
we
right.
also got the wreath, which is
Yeah,
the Christmas wreath out
Okay,
of
let's see
front
this
door.
wreath. Yeah, let's see this wreath.
What do you guys
Oh,
think?
wow. Look at that with the little jingle
Mhm.
and some snowmen. Oh, that's a nice wreath. Very
And
nice wreath.
the one outside here, this is the Christmas lights we put
Ooh.
on this morning.
Beautiful. Yes, that's a nice touch.
And you see right over here on that tree, they have
what
these
kind of tree is
balls
that?
on here. It's like a Christmas tree outside.
Oh, I see what
but
you're
it's
saying. I
like,
can see the lights now.
yes.
Now that we've gotten closer, I can see that there's lights on this tree. Ah, I see. Oh,
Yep.
that's pretty.
And
Oh,
you
that's
see
nice.
you see the balls on the
No, I don't
tree?
see the balls.
The
Where's
ornaments?
the balls?
Oh, they're right over
No,
here.
not quite. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, give me a close up on those. Ah, oh
Yeah.
wow, that's big balls, big ornaments there.
Yep.
Wow, those are massive. Wow, gargantuan. Whoa, where'd
Yeah,
you guys
and
get
this
those?
is the
That's nice. Okay.
my mom got this on Amazon for $20.
Ah, $20. That's a good deal. Very nice. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all over our garage.
Oh, nice.
Got the snowman
Beautiful.
on the lampshades.
Okay. Oh, no,
And in the
that's,
back,
that's a nice
and in the
touch.
back
Yeah,
we
sure.
have the Christmas lights.
Oh, that's awesome. I feel like I'm in an episode of MTV Cribs. Your exhibit. You're bringing me through the whole crib. This is nice.
Yeah, it sure
This
is. So
great. Okay, beautiful. Wow.
Yep.
All right. Very festive, Mr. Famous Fulton. Very festive.
thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
it's just gonna be a good Christmas this year. We're gonna have a white Christmas this year, so I mean not a
Oh,
white
good.
Christmas, but a green Christmas this year.
Oh, I see.
We're supposed to get some snow today, but we're not
I
gonna
wish
have
I
it
could
this
ship
year.
you some up. I wish we have plenty of snow. Like I said, I wish I could ship you some up. We have plenty. I was piling up yesterday, just chucking it at things. Yeah, we got plenty of snow over here.
Yep. This is the snow when my mom got it.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's go back full screen here. Let's see the snowman. Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good snowman there. You said she made that? Wow, what an artist.
Yeah, my mom made that. Yep,
That's
she did.
cool. Oh, wow, she's a wonderful craftsman or craftswoman.
Yeah,
That's
yes, she
terrific.
is.
Wow, great.
And
That
then
looks
we got the Christmas mat that says "Merry Christmas" on it.
Okay, that makes sense. Sure.
So we
Very
got that one my mom made as well. So she's the one who made every single
Wait. She made that rug?
She made the rug.
Wow. And who's this dog? There's a dog entering the screen.
That's my dog Luna right there.
Luna. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Hey, what's up, Luna?
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Oh, whoa. Oh, geez.
Yep. So, yep.
On the run. Okay.
So,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Wow.
It's
Well,
a
thanks.
festive holiday for us, for the Boaz family.
No, that's beautiful. Well, Mr. Fulton, Mr. Famous Fulton, excuse me. Thank you for taking us through your home. That was beautiful, and happy holidays. A nice new jacket, man.
Yeah, you guys too, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the new year. And we've been watching the Colts last night, but they got beat last night.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. Yeah.
48-27 last night.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that was tough. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Famous Fulton.
That's fine. It's all right. I don't know if the Colts are going to make it to the playoffs this year, but I think they're going to be eliminated.
Could be. It could happen. I'm so sorry if that does occur, but hey, brighter times ahead, my friend. Brighter times ahead.
Yep. Sounds great.
All right.
You guys have a good Christmas and have a good New Year.
There he is, Mr. Famous Fulton, joining us on the program, and our Philly Doodles gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Professor Philly Doodles. Let's see. I believe Philly is, yes, here it is. It's your third raffle ticket this month, Doodles. Your third raffle ticket this month. All right, let's see the new member to the Boy Green Coffee Club here. Up. That is James Caffiero is back. Okay, we got a lot of returnees. I don't control that, but we have a lot of returnees for the Boy Green Coffee Club. Shout out to Philly Doodles. Beautiful. Terrific. If I'm being candid, because it's important to be honest, The Colts loss, while it sucks for Mr. Famous Fulton, this is good for the Jets draft position. We have the Colts first round pick. So we didn't move anywhere. I'm looking at Tankathon. The Lions and Colts are tied. If the Lions had won, the Jets could have had that pick move up to 17. The good news is, let me see the strength of the schedule. 537. Oh, no, it's not good news. I was going to say there's a lot of other 7 and 8 teams. So if the Colts keep losing, maybe the Colts pick could jump up into the top 15. And maybe that's still possible because you got Baltimore at 7-8. You got Vikings at 7-8. You got the Tampa Bay Bucks at 7-8. So maybe if the Colts keep losing and some of those teams keep winning, we could get some movement. We've been sort of stuck at 18 for a while. So there's some chance to move that up a few shekels. But the problem is that the strength of schedule here for the Colts is stronger than the Lions, Bucks, Vikings, Ravens. So even if they were tied with record and they're tied with Detroit, the Jets would not jump up. So that's an unfortunate reality there as it pertains to that Colts first-round draft choice. But we'll see what happens the rest of the way here from that perspective. All right, folks, we're about to wrap up the show. But again, another cheers to Philly Doodles, Professor Philly Doodles. That was a terrific showman here on Boy Green Daily. We have a lot of other content coming up. You guys here, let me throw this up on the screen because we'll be doing 2 shout-outs here. Okay. First off, at noon, I will be live once again on this channel for this. It's me versus Manchild. I've been telling you guys about our other channel, which is the Manchild Show with Boy Green, and I'll highlight that in a second. But we play in this big radio league. It's called the Champs League. And we've both made it to the championship game. Go figure. And we've both made it to the championship game. And we have faced each other for a championship before. And Manchild beat the piss out of me. So I really want to beat the shit out of him. I'm just going to be candid. So we're actually going to be having a fantasy football expert on live at noon. And we're going to talk shit to each other. And you guys can tell us whose team do you think is going to win. We'll put up our lineups and all that jazz. And you guys can let us know. But I hope I beat the piss out of Manchild. I'm going to be blunt. I'm going to be blunt. By the way, I'm doing a free giveaway. Let me throw this up on the old screen here. You guys can take full advantage. Okay. We're doing a free giveaway. There are 15, or my math is terrible. There's 20 spots left. We have 430 subscribers currently on the Manchild Show with Boy Green digital YouTube channel. So we have 20 spots left for this. Okay. It's a 1972 New York Jets yearbook cover. It has Joe Namath, John Riggins, 2 New York Jets Hall of Famers here on the cover. If you want a chance to win this, all you have to do is subscribe to that channel on your screen. Let me drop in the link real quick on YouTube so you guys could just click it and hit it. Feel free to do so. Let me drop that in. Okay. I just dropped that in on YouTube, so you guys could just click that comment if you'd like, and it'll take you right to the YouTube channel. But that is the way, folks, to enter our giveaway. Click that link, hit subscribe. If you're one of the first 450 subscribers, you'll be eligible for this giveaway. Have it for Christmas, have it for New Year's, keep it for yourself, give it to somebody else, but take full advantage. We'll be doing several free giveaways. And if you remain a subscriber, you're eligible for every free giveaway we continue to do. So if you're among the first 450, you have a chance to win that piece of New York Jets history. Brighter times in Jets land, a few years removed from the Super Bowl. Brighter times. So again, youtube.com/MC Show Digital, baby. Make sure you do it. Make sure you do it. So hit that subscribe button. Again, we've reached 430 subscribers, which is super cool. 430 is a great number. Our big number we're trying to get to is 500. That's when we can get into memberships and all kinds of other fun gizmos and gadgets on that channel. So keep grinding, baby. Keep hitting the army right there. youtube.com/MC Show Digital. And again, if you're watching right now on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere else, jump on over here and subscribe for free giveaways. Free. We pay for the shipping. We pay for everything. It's free. Take full advantage of that. Or some other fun giveaways. We're doing giveaways for every big milestone marker. So 450 subscribers, 475 subscribers, 500 subscribers. And again, free. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel there on your screen. So make sure y'all do so. All right, everybody. I've got a bunch of other shows to catch up on. But I will be back twice, again, live for you guys. Noon, we're going to be talking a lot of fantasy football stuff. If you guys are in fantasy championship games this week, you can submit your questions for Joe Bartle. He'll be joining us live at noon. That video is already up live on my YouTube channel, so you can go into that comment section right now and drop your questions ahead of time if you'd like to do so. And then we'll be back at 3 o'clock. That link's not up. I'll put that up shortly. It'll be Taylor Kyle's Patriots beat reporter joining us for a third-party Tuesday. Jets Patriots, the rematch, and everything that will entail. That'll be coming up at 3 o'clock today. Plus, we're recording a lot of other interviews. You guys can find those on the MC Show digital channel. We'll be recording those over the next couple of hours. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. You're the best, baby. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and whoa, we got a membership coming in. Our boy T-Town Jet. Let's go. T-Town, that's what I'm talking about. Hitting that buzzer beater. Hit him with that Nice. 3 raffle tickets, T-Town Jet. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's see who that membership just went to. Let's take a gander. Who got that latest membership? Let's see. That went to... Okay, YouTube. Whoa, good Lord, have mercy. That went to Grand PC in the easy Grand PC. T-Town Jet. There you go. Very nice. Another raffle ticket piling in. Get those raffle tickets in, folks. That is exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. Very nice. Thank you, T-Town Jet, for hitting that one. Maybe, there you go. Our boy Havmo, Boy Green Daily Coffee Club. Happy holidays, Boy Greeners. Hell yeah, baby. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays to all of you guys out there in the chat. And thank you to everyone that decided to gift during this show. Jay Gazza with the super chat, MFC with a membership, Austrian Jet Fan with a membership, NC Green with the super chat, NC Green with another super chat. Shout out Philly Noodles and T-Town Jet. You guys are the best. The free way to contribute is to like the video, which means the world. That gets us Jet Show in front of other Jet fans. But if you like going the extra step and gifting memberships and super chats, that helps put food on the table for my family as well. That always means the world. Happy holidays, everybody. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. The next day is Christmas. And we'll be here with Boy Green Dailies across all of these days of the week. You guys are the best. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time.